Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this quick run through about the UK visa policy changes and what to expect. So this webinar is specifically for international students and international graduates. So I'll be focusing on the changes that will affect you. A brief introduction. My name is Annika Owasti, in case you haven't seen me before, and I'm the founder of Grad Careers Coach. Grad Careers Coach is an organization that helps students and graduates to secure jobs with visa sponsorship in the UK. And at the moment, the policy changes are understandably making many of our students and graduates a little bit nervous about what to expect. So this is designed to provide information and hopefully provide some reassurance as well. So let me jump right in. The first thing that we can expect is stability for graduate route visa holders. What does that mean? So for those of you who have already secured your graduate route visa, so your PSW, your 2 years in the UK, or you've recently applied for a graduate route visa, you can remain calm. Your visa status will remain unaffected. So it's very unlikely that the new policy change is going to retrospectively impact those who are currently on the graduate route visa. So if that's you, just stay calm and no need to panic. Any changes, any modifications will only affect new applicants after a specified date set by the government. We don't know this date. That's the bigger question here. And I understand that's what's making many of you a little nervous, but this is still unknown. What we do know is the graduate route, this pathway, will undergo a review by the MAC, so the Migration Advisory Committee, that's starting this month. It's very likely that this will take some time. The process should be thorough. There's going to be an emphasis on working with the higher education system to make sure it's the right decision, that the policy change is going to be a positive for various different stakeholders. So before implementing any changes, there's going to be discussions with stakeholders, and it's likely to take some time. So again, if you are thinking of applying for the graduate route visa in the next few months, I think you can feel confident that there's not going to be a policy change immediately. What else do we know? So are you already on a skilled worker visa? Yeah, so if you are on a skilled worker visa and you're wondering how the policy changes are going to affect you, I think you can feel fairly confident that you will be protected. So the upcoming changes to the median salary levels won't impact you when changing sponsors, extending your stay, or applying for settlement. Okay, because you're currently on the skilled worker visa. So it's the same principle. It's very unlikely that policy change is going to retrospectively affect those currently on a visa. For stability reasons, okay? The salary threshold. Now, this is a huge topic. We're getting lots and lots of questions from our students and our graduates around how this is going to impact them being able to secure a graduate job with visa sponsorship and meet those salary thresholds. So an increase is scheduled for April 2024. So that's something that we do know. And there is a bit of uncertainty around the discount. So historically, the government has offered a discount for new entrants into the workforce. So a new entrant is a fresh graduate entering the UK labour market for the first time, under 26 years old. Okay, it's highly unlikely that this 70, it's currently 70%, it's highly unlikely that this 70% discount will be discontinued. There's always been an amendment, a discount for new entrants. So the branding may have changed, but there is a recognition from the UK government that those entering as graduates, entry-level roles, they're not expected to meet higher salary thresholds. Okay, so the discount should remain. What we don't know is if there's going to be changes in the branding of the new entrant, it changes to what it means to be a new entrant. So that's still unknown. Lastly, shortage occupation list. We know that their current 20% salary discount for jobs on this list is being removed. I was personally quite surprised by this. We are looking for any reasons behind this change, and we'll share this with you. It seems a little odd that the UK wanting to bring people into the country to help with this shortage occupation. By removing the discount, it doesn't fit with what they're trying to do. So not sure about the reasons, but again, we are keeping informed on this. So we'll keep a close watch on any of these visa updates and provide you with the latest information. I really mainly wanted to focus on what you can do, because all of us have the same information. We know the announcements. There's so much uncertainty about when some of these changes are going to occur, what's going to happen with the graduate route visa. So it's really important to spend time thinking about what it is that you can do, knowing what you know about the visa policies. So firstly, embracing the unknown. So stay informed, of course, keep up to date with any changes, ask your peers, have a look at the news, make sure that you understand, current announcements. Understand that immigration policies are subject to change. We've been doing this for nearly 8 years now, working with international students. We've seen a whole range of changes during that time. So it's really important that you're adaptable. You could spend a little time researching alternative pathways or routes and making sure there's a plan B in place if required. Second thing you can do is just focus on what you can change. So on a practical level, you can gather all the required documents that you may need to avoid any last-minute rush when new rules are implemented. They will eventually be implemented, so make sure you're prepared. In terms of the salary thresholds, you could enhance your qualifications and experience to help you meet these new thresholds. But I just want to add, if you bear in mind that there's going to be this 70% discount, many of you are going to be eligible. The graduate roles that are available, and open to international students and offering sponsorship, many of those roles currently, they already meet those the new higher salary expectations, the salary thresholds. So again, I don't think there's a huge need to start panicking about that. What I'm encouraging our students and graduates to do is spend this year focusing on what you can change and your own individual career journey. So yes, there's a lot of uncertainty, but if this year your goal is a job offer, an exciting job offer in the UK with visa sponsorship, what do you need to do in order to achieve that goal? Okay. And it's, same rules apply, just making sure that you're sending good quality applications, you're timing things right, you're prepared, you are filling in any gaps that you might have in your skill set, any areas of improvement you may need to work on, for example, interview skills. Really focus on those things. Focus on your individual journey. And lastly, adopt a positive mindset. So view these policy changes as an opportunity to showcase your resilience and adaptability. I know you have resilience and adaptability because you're international students who've made a real life-changing decision to come and study far away from your home country in a new place with a new language, new culture, and you've embraced that. So you already have these qualities, and these qualities are highly valued by employers. Remember to keep a long-term perspective, focusing on the benefits of your international education. You've chosen the UK for a reason, and no matter what happens, this will be such an asset for you to have, a huge competitive advantage for you to have a UK degree. Okay, so regardless of policy shifts, this is something that you should feel positive about. I just also want to end on one point around the graduate route visa. So let's say, for example, that we find out that the UK government have decided to reduce or remove the graduate route visa. Okay, so we're essentially back to where we were before it was in place. And I remember that time because we were helping students to secure their job offers during a time where they only had 4 months after graduating, or 6 months if they were a PhD student. So what I would say, if that does happen, and if there is no longer a graduate route visa, that's okay. It's designed to give you time. It's a cushion. It is not a guarantee for you to definitely secure a job with visa sponsorship. All it gives you is that time. So without that time, it then becomes much more important for you to apply early. So while you are studying, while you're in your final year or throughout your master's degree, you have to think about applications alongside your studies. Make those applications early with the aim to secure your job offer, ideally before you graduate, because without the graduate route visa, you potentially have only 4 months to secure your role. Okay. So hopefully this has given you useful information, some reassurance, and an idea of what you can do now.